You are live.
Okay. So has everybody had a chance to look at the comments from the treasurer around the? Any comments, concerns?
Well, my only concern is the lack of geographical distribution of loans. I mean, it's only hitting 7 counties
Yeah.
in the state of Vermont, and none of them are in southern Vermont. I do find that troubling.
And I don't know if that's lack of information going out, lack of people who are applying, or just a preference, a bias to fund not down there. I'll tell you something about southern Vermont. When I first was up here, southern Vermont doesn't have a college campus. I mean, it doesn't have a state college campus. It doesn't have, we get left out of a lot of things because the two power bases are Burlington and Montpelier. So I was sitting in the transportation committee, and there's this big map on his wall. And I looked at it, and there were all these things all over everywhere, and there weren't any in southern Vermont. And I said, what did we miss out on now? It was wildflower plantings in the medians. We can't even get that. So I know, I'm sorry, but
I'd be upset about that too.
yeah.
They're nice.
One more thing that southern Vermont
Doesn't get.
doesn't get. So anyway, but I don't know that changing the,
No, I think it's difficult. I just am frustrated that, you know, nonprofits representing northern parts of the state got money and none in
Yep.
southern Vermont did. And I mean, we
I-
have some of the same issues and problems that the northern parts of the state do. So it just is, it's an ongoing frustration. I don't know if we can solve it by doing anything to this committee, or commission, I should say, but it is frustrating.
maybe
But
you
hopefully-
and I should go to their next meeting.
Yeah, but hopefully maybe if our next treasurer grew up in the southern part of the state, we don't know that at this point, that might help.
I might. Yes.
So I have a question here on the treasurer's recommendation about the language, the proposal that was underneath the Shumlin administration, the 32 VSA 99-4.
Well, that's a different one. There's two things we're voting on here, right?
Right now, we're just discussing the
The first,
local investment advisory commission.
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Here, did I get the wrong?
She put them both in the same memo.
Yep.
She did. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So the
I
first one
thought I
is the
didn't-
local advisory.
Okay, I'm sorry. I read that as a last question. I didn't-
Right.
Sorry, that's my mistake.
So can we take a vote on the local advisory, local investment advisory committee?
I move to maintain the local investment advisory commission.
Any discussion? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, opposed? All right, now it's the private activity bond advisory.
Sorry, I missed that.
And that's where,
It wasn't highlighted in bold.
so that's the recommendation.
So maybe before we get there, even though we've already voted to maintain it, I did note the question above that, which wanted to include the bankers and the credit unions and all that sort of stuff. She did not wish to request language because basically she wouldn't be here. I don't know whether that means the new treasurer would or wouldn't, or it just kind of struck me as something to look at, I guess.
But I guess my feeling on that would be that if the new treasurer felt that they should be included, that he would come to
Okay,
the legislature and ask
yep,
for that.
okay. Now to Rob's question, yes. So what is your question about the proposed language, Rob?
Well, I apologize. I was conflating, mixing the two up, thinking that this
Oh.
language was somehow going to be supersede or change the prior language, but as it turns out, it's total separate. So that was my mistake.
Okay, so this is the proposed language that they would like put in for the private
Right.
equity, yeah. And I'm fine.
I think we just, I don't even think we have to take, I think we just requested that they provide us with language so that we could include it in our
Could
bill.
put it in the
It's
bill.
not on our agenda
Yeah.
today, so.
Okay, we'll just, yeah, we did ask them to, okay, great. We don't have to do anything with it. Okay. Okay. So, for some reason, I think we thought, or I thought that some of these were gonna take a lot longer than they did, but. And the rest of them are all, the afternoon is all David Englander.
Right.
And Vida.
Ones where they come in and recommend repeal seem to go by quickly.
Some of
That's
them they
true.
are.
Two.
Maybe this in case you want.
Oh, let's do this now. Look at the November,
Agenda, we have to
agenda.
add to it, right?
yeah. Oh, did you? So we should, at 9 o'clock, put in Representatives LaFever and Brumsted.
Yep.
Maybe we should take some pictures while everybody's here.
Okay.
Or are you still,
Just a
are
recommendation.
you still not gonna be here?
Do you want to zoom in?
Could you ask it a little more caringly? November, yes, I would very much like to zoom in.
Okay.
Because I will be kind of far away.
I'm flying back in December, to chair of the Joint Pension Oversight Committee in December.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm not quite as dedicated as you.
We paying for
Can't
that
sit by
ticket?
the pool.
No,
Oh, I don't think
that
sit
is
by the pool.
dedication.
Okay,
Okay.
I will commit to that.
I have work to do.
But you have, yes, that's very important.
Collared shirt on, so from the waist up, you can.
So all we have besides the GAC is the, Danya Marshall issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that should be a pretty good meeting.
And Tim, you got this from the treasurer about the private equity?
Yes.
Okay, private bond. Yeah. Okay,
All right, so
And-
so at 9 AM should be GAC.
yeah. We have such great names, Jack, Puke.
And then state boards and commissions registry and analytics
Yeah,
with Tanya, and then review the draft legislation.
yep.
Okay, yep, that'll give time. Get the language in the drafter. Yeah, for the GAC.
And we're gonna ask Representative Brumsted and LaFave to provide proposed language.
We could work with them
Yeah.
to get the language. I think that it's very simple. It's just going to ask the committees to,
Yeah.
I think that the way to do it is to repeal it. And then that will force the committees to do it. If we just ask the committees to review it, they're not going to do it.
Agreed.
We repeal it. And then, so that we don't need any language beyond that. It's just that we repeal it.
Committed.
That's true. Okay.
Well, I think we felt it was important to have somebody from the committee that wasn't us.
Well, I think we need a record
To just-
because.
yeah.
As you know, in the past, some policy committees have questioned some of the actions we have taken. So having something on the record would probably be useful.
And they're both zooming in.
Okay, so so procedurally, we're looking to have somebody from outside this committee that's not associated with that
that is associated with gas.
But not this one.
Right.
Make the recommendation.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that was,
Cleaner.
Yeah, yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
okay.
Not necessarily.
Well, in my voices in my head, it does.
All right, so,
Cool. That was quick.
so there really isn't much we can do. What time is it? I can't.
10:46.
And
So we only have, well, 14 minutes till
until they come.
Senator Kitchell. and
You want to go get
Try to
your
wait
shepherd's
for the-
pie?
Crowd.
Huh?
Can I wade through the crowd? The horse is still waiting. I never saw the man.
Oh, yeah, you can, yeah.
For what?
Oh, should we